Alright guys, so here we are today, Wednesday, and you can see outside, down there's like a little goldish cat that usually waits for me. And there's a little water dish right there. Right there. That he drinks from. Today there was a squirrel and it ran to the tree that's right there. Scared the cat. Scared me. Other than that, my normal day consists of grabbing a coffee and sitting down. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is the desk. And that's it. That's what I'm in charge of on a daily basis. Nothing. Not until we get more people. So I will fill you guys in as the day progresses. Alright, so today went much better than the other days. Yesterday we had the new people finally get payments. 2 per person, not just 1 per person. And that was great because it's showing improvement and showing that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. And today stayed right on path, continued to get the payments that we have been getting. Yesterday, I guess. But today we had our first $1,500 green payment, which for us is good. It's pretty good everywhere. $1,500 is not an easy thing to get. And for a new person to do it basically all by herself was great because she was able to get that. She asked me for a question or whatever, but she did it all by herself basically. And then she went and got another 500 green after that, which means money for today, 1,500. So she did 2,000 today. And that's a great thing because it shows that she's obviously learning and doing what she's supposed to do. And now, because she did, well, before that, the beginning of the day today, there was actually the other girl who's not as good actually had gotten the first payment of the day. I couldn't believe it. She started us off and we almost hit the same amount of payments that we hit yesterday. We missed it by 1, but we did better money-wise for sure. And the people that we're kind of competing against, which is my company and my company in New York, they did double the amount of payments than we did, and they also did double the amount of payments that we did today. But they also had a 1,500 green by the new person that's there. So everything's looking good. Everything's going according to schedule so far. It's been a little slow, but that's just training. It's not slower than it was prior to me being here, that's for sure. I mean, prior to me being here, it was a shit show. I came into a shit show. It was ridiculous how much organization needed to be done, how many things needed to be done, and just to get started. And then last week we had some people who weren't there and all that type of stuff. And finally this week everything started clicking. And luckily the girl that got the 1500 today is friends with the other girl. And the other girl was kind of like not believing what I'm saying, or just like whatever. So this other girl that's understanding what I'm putting down is finally doing good, but she was also helping this other girl. So the other girls, I kind of stepped back a little bit and let them do their thing. And the best thing I did was because the girl that didn't really know what she was talking about, her name's Janae, and Michelle's the one that hit the 1500 green. So I'm gonna use their names, so not like this girl, that girl. Janae was sitting by me, and Michelle's husband used to work, and Michelle's husband quit. So once that happened, I was happy because I was able to take Janae. And actually, even if he didn't quit, I was going to take Janae, and I was going to put her over in the other section, and I was going to put all brand new people next to me, and I was just going to say, you know what, if these people stay, they stay. If they leave, they leave. Don't really care, But I put Janae over by Michelle, and that was the best thing ever. I knew it was going to be good, especially because Michelle was picking it up, and I'm like, you know what? Janae can sit there and listen to what Michelle's saying. And that was perfect. I put her over there. Now Michelle's picking it up. She's helping Janae. Janae's starting to sound a lot better. And because Michelle's picking it up, now Janae is joking around with me. She was joking around with me before, but when I'm serious, she just wants to continue to joke. And I need to get into a serious mode so she does what she's supposed to do. And, that's one of the main things that people have an issue with, is when I'm joking, they don't know when to stop. And I know when to stop and get into, out of friend mode and into business mode, and they don't know how to do that. They assume that it's always friend mode. Just one downfall I have is always staying in this friend mode, and then all of a sudden I'm serious and people don't know how to take it because I've been like friendly the whole time. They're like, oh my God, he's my boss all of a sudden. I forgot. I thought we were friends. And you forget that, like, I'm here for money. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be nice. I'm here so you like me, but I'm not here to be friends so you like me, I'm here to make sure you do your job and do it right and do it correctly and make a lot of money. And not only you make a lot of money, but I want to make a lot of money. And the other way around, I want to make sure they're successful as well, obviously. Not just for myself, but I'm already successful, and my ego at this point is making other people successful. And if I can do that, then I start to feel better when other people are happy that I'm able to help them out and make them money. Yes, ultimately at the end of the day, it's making me more money, but I like to see other people doing well and not just me doing well, because that's just stupid. So, Michelle's sitting over there and she's teaching her, and now she's finally starting to pick up stuff, and she kind of jokes around when I get serious and doesn't take me as a bully or like something like that, doesn't take me like that. She knows I'm just there to help her make more money. And that was one thing I said to Michelle, was I go, we were in the room, me and just me and Michelle, and we were going over this call or whatever, and she was like, like now I gotta do this fucking listening shit, and I gotta learn something. And I'm like, why? I don't understand why people are upset when I try to teach them stuff to make them more money. I'm like, if I wasn't teaching somebody to make more money, and it was just some random thing, I could understand that I'm like forcing you to learn something. But I'm like trying to show people I'm trying to show you how to make more money. I don't see why anyone would be upset about that. It's only going to make you a bigger paycheck in the end. And she actually, literally after I said that, she completely listened to everything and started calming down and really dug into this and started making money. And I'm really proud of her for that. Just sometimes just little things like that turn a person completely around. If you can say the right thing, they'll be on your side, because everybody wants to make money. I'm not there to hurt no one. You know what I mean? I'm there to get them a bigger paycheck. I know how this is done. I came from New York for a reason. I didn't come from New York because I wanted to come over and hang out and play and like you know what I mean? I'm there to make sure things are done, and I'm the one that's going to make sure things are done right. Because a lot of people don't do their job correctly. They don't want to work. It's the same attitude. It's I gotta learn. I gotta do, And when I do stuff, I put my passion into it and I pay attention. I try to learn as much as I can because I want to make as much as I can when I'm doing it. And if I wanted to, I could just sit down all day and not do anything, and have my company run in the background and do like 15 minutes of work on average a day. Some days I'll have an hour, some days I'll have a whole day. Some days, most days, I have nothing more than 5-10 minutes of setting something up and closing something down, and that's it. So I'm glad I'm here doing this because it's giving me something to do every day. It's giving me a reason to wake up in the morning, giving me a reason to walk around and at least do something other than nothing all day. And I'm happy to see that things are progressing this week, at least. And I don't want to jinx it. I know I'm saying it, but I do not want to jinx it. I want it to continue. I'm hoping tomorrow everything goes, but I haven't had any issues yet. Every single time I've trained multiple companies, I've trained multiple times. I know what I'm doing. I've perfected this, and they're gonna know how to do this in the end, and this place is gonna be great. And I'm gonna build it big, I'm gonna finally get a good amount of people in here to train, and this company here has more money than I do, and to get this going. So we can hire a lot of people all at once if we want, or basically do whatever we need to do to get the job done, and make things more professional. Which, I have enough money to do everything that needs to be done, realistically. And for my company, like there's a threshold of amount of money that you actually need to get stuff done the right way, and I'm above the threshold. I'm just saying that this company's above my cap, but as far as the threshold, we're both above the threshold, so we're both doing everything that needs to be done because we have enough money to do everything that needs to be done. Just who has more money? This company has more money. They also have 30 people working, so I don't have 30 people, but I do have very solid people, and that's the difference too, because you could have 30 people but you got 20 of them barely hitting numbers, or I would say 10 of them barely hitting numbers, or just barely making their paycheck, so enough about that. That might not even be 100% true. I don't exactly remember. I have it, and I think it was like 1/3 to 2/3, and that 1/3 is probably a bunch of new people as well. I don't know because I'm not that involved with that. But going forward, tomorrow's a great new day. We're gonna crush it again tomorrow, and anybody who's watching this, keep watching because it's only gonna get better. It's only going to go up from here. We're only going to make more and more money. Thanksgiving, when I come, I'm going to be driving my car down, so you guys are going to have another state-to-state, New York to Florida vlog. Stay tuned for that because I can't wait to drive my other car down here. I decided that I'm not going to leave that car in New York just because it's an older car and it's going to have issues in the winter, so I don't want it to have any issues. I don't want to come back to it not starting. I don't want to burden my mother or my brother to have to go there to start it every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, because I know that's probably not going to happen. It's not their responsibility. This way, the only thing they got to really do is grab my mail from that apartment and hold on to it or whatever until I see them again. Or they can mail it to me, or I'll take a flight or whatever for the weekend and hang out. Might as well. I can do whatever I want. I got an apartment there, so I can go there. I can go to Florida. I can take a flight every day if I want, back and forth. So I can't wait until this place is up. I really want to get this up. I want to get another place in Texas, And then I'll have an apartment in Florida and New York and Texas. And I want to get another one in California or Nevada, Colorado. I want to keep pulling out at least one place in a bunch of states that I'm excited to go to and have an apartment in each one. You know, it's not like it's going to be a house where it's tons of money every month to keep it up and have upkeep, but I'll probably get a house in one of the states at least. But it's always good to not need a hotel and have to get a hotel and always book that type of stuff or whatever. It's cool to go to a place where everything is yours and you've lived for a while and coming back to it. And that's how I'm going to feel when I go back to New York. So I can't wait to see how that goes. But I'm super excited about the future because I have 2 places I have as my home now. I'm just home in Florida. It's crazy to think. You know, it's just crazy. And if you just work and take advice from the people that are older and the owners and try to mimic yourself like them, you can do it yourself as long as you're committed to the grind. As long as you're committed to what you're trying to do, you're going to get it. You're going to keep working at it. But do not keep doing it if it's not making money. That is the difference between like a Shark Tank person and somebody who works for a company and opens that company. You work for a place that already has a proven track record to make money. And they have a plan and goals set. And then you copy that and you go do it yourself. And then you make even more money that way. And you don't have to always just do it yourself and say, fuck that person, burn the bridge. In my case, I work with my clients. And now I work along with them instead of for them. And you know, they provide me with stuff. Yes, they make a small percentage off of it, but I wanted to go do it myself. I take the responsibilities. I take the risk. I take the bills and the payroll and hiring and firing and stuff, you know. Instead of him going and opening another place, he just lets me do it and takes a small percentage and gives me inventory and stuff like that. You can do that. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be selling cars. And you can filter through a client who already has the business relationships. They are your referral. They say, yeah, this guy's really good. I want to get more because I want to help this guy make money. The people that they're working with, especially if they've been working with them for a long time, they're not going to say, no, I don't know who that person is. Because they're going to tell them, yeah, he worked for me for 10 years. Worked for me for 5 years. And he was great. He was awesome. He wants to do it himself. I want to make money off of him. I want to keep helping him. And I'm sure you want to make money and make money off of him, off of somebody who's doing it right. They don't care how many credentials you have and stuff. And if they do, they'll let you do the job and make the credentials at the same time. So that's my rant. I'm going to go. See you tomorrow. We're going to make some money. Guys, hustle. Keep moving forward. You might have a bad past, but don't let that stop your future. See you tomorrow.